Greetings everybody and welcome to Madrid Ball. I hope you all are doing great, and in this video we will do the post-match analysis of Real Madrid versus Borussia Monchengladbach. And Real Madrid, on the night when the chips were down, yet again managed a big performance. The players defended the honor of the club, they defended the honor of the fan base, they played their hearts out, and now they have taken us exactly where we belong. Yes, we belong to the knockout stages of the Champions League. We don't belong to the Europa League. We are the kings of the Champions League. So in this video, we will break down the great performance that Real Madrid put up yesterday. And in the process, we will also cover the performances of the individuals who were instrumental in getting us the all-important victory. So let's get started. Now going into this match, we had a lot on the line. There was the possibility of finishing on any of the places in the group of death, and that group in the truest of sense was as deadly as it can get. All the teams were taking away points from each other. The circumstances were such that yesterday going through the group stage was in our hands, but topping the group wasn't in our hand. Even if we got the job done against Monchengladbach, we still needed a favourable result in the Inter versus Shakhtar game, and thankfully for us, both the teams drew and none could go past the group stages. As you can see in these pictures, the German side was celebrating when they found out that Inter and Shakhtar had tied, and now Gladbach will be the other team to play in the round of 16. Now having a quick glance at the lineup, we had Courtois, Varane, Ramos, Mendy and Vasquez. In the midfield, as expected, we saw the tried and tested trio of Modric, Cruz and Casemiro, and up top we had Benzema and the two Brazilian boys Rodygo and Vinicius. Apart from Ramos, this lineup was the carbon copy of the lineup that Zidane fielded against Sevilla. So clearly Zidane going there with a bit of continuity, and when his job was on the line, when the humiliation of Europa League was looming large, Zidane trusted the old guard one more time, and boy, they made a statement defending their manager. The players who have enjoyed so much success with Zidane, you talk about Cruz, you talk about Benzema, you talk about Ramos, Modric, Varane, all of these players were on top of the game. They took the game by the scruff of its neck and showed exactly why when the big nights come, Real Madrid have the quality, they have the class, they have the experience to get the right result. It was a good overall performance by Real Madrid, and right from the early minutes of the game we saw Real Madrid in complete control of the proceedings. Apart from one decent chance that Gladbach created in the first half, Real looked solid at the back. The first goal that we got early in the game certainly eased the pressure. It was Lucas Vasquez who had all the space on the right side. He delivers a beautiful cross and Benzema pounced on that opportunity to give Real the advantage. It was an exceptional header. He gave the keeper no chance. It was perfectly placed and it was the goal of a pure number 9. Then again in the 38th minute, Benzema scores from another header. This time it was Rodygo who had put in the cross. The delivery was just outstanding from Rodygo, and again like a poacher, Benzema headed it into the back of the net. It was a powerful header. The keeper did get a hand to it, but it was just too good to be kept out. The role of Benzema I thought was very important on the night. Usually we see that strategy of putting crosses in the box not causing much effect. And that is because most of the times we see Benzema dropping deep, getting involved in the link-up play, and as a result we don't have his presence in the middle of our attack. But this time Benzema knew it was his occasion. It was his night. The burden was on him to carry the attack as he had two budding talents alongside him. Had our attack failed, most of the blame would have fallen on Benzema. Hence I think that is why his focus was to stay as close as possible to the opposition's penalty area, enhancing his chances of getting a goal, and that is exactly what happened. You look at the second goal that was provided by Rodygo. Modric creates the space for Rodygo to deliver a cross. Rodygo looks up, sees Benzema making a darting run in the opposition's penalty box, and then Benzema comfortably got the ball and put it at the back of the net. He very easily could have got a hat-trick as well. He did have a few more headers on target, but his most prominent chance of getting the third goal came when he hit the bar in the second half. In that play, Cruz had put in a cross which was headed towards goal by Ramos. The keeper parried the header from Ramos, but the ball fell for Benzema and he unfortunately hit the bar from close range. Nevertheless, it was a historic night for Benzema. This was his 527th match for Real Madrid, and now he has the same number of appearances as Roberto Carlos to become the joint top non-Spanish appearance maker for the club. Another player that we just have to talk about is Luka Modric. What a performance this midfield maestro put up. Benzema may be getting the goals and winning the man of the match, but this player was a joy to watch. He was sensational on the night. The performance that he put, these are the kind of performance that the people pay to watch. He was not playing like a 35-year-old, rather I would say he was playing like he was 25. He was pulling the strings in the middle of the park, and the energy that he showed yesterday is something that you just don't expect from a man who is 35. He maintained the same intensity throughout the match, and I was particularly impressed by a run that he made in the 78th minute where he outpaced the Shakhtar man to get at the end of a pass from Vasquez. The commitment that he showed must be appreciated. Just have a look at the stats from the game. 107 touches, 100% take-ons completed, 94% passing accuracy, 6 duels won, 5 ball recoveries, 4 take-ons. And if you remember, he hit the bar from close range in the 38th minute and his one goal was ruled out because Varane was in an offside position. What more can you possibly expect from a 35-year-old? At this age, he completely bossed the midfield. He even attracted the attention of Gladbach manager in the post-match press conference. And speaking about his thoughts from the match, he said, "We gave Real Madrid too much time and space. Madrid played a different game than the first leg. Modric was a very important factor against us. We ran back a lot and we couldn't get much of the ball. This time we weren't where we had to be to play against a strong Madrid. We allowed ourselves to be cornered. We simply had little faith and we weren't able to give them problems. Madrid were very dominant. When Madrid is under pressure, they show a very high level and it is difficult for us to follow it." Moving on to Toni Kroos, he also put up a stellar performance. He finished with 97% pass completion rate, 2 shots on target, 5 key passes and 1 tackle. The two players, both Kroos and Modric, dictated the tempo of the game, and especially in the second half, they were at the heart of things when it came to game management, and in the end, they came out with flying colours in this game. There is also another player whose performance we simply can't ignore, and it's our converted right-back Lucas Vasquez. He had another great outing in that position. We had spoken in the pre-match video that Thuram was one of the players that needed to be dealt with, and Vasquez completely neutralized any threat coming from the right. Obviously, he played a key role in providing the assist for the first goal, but if we talk about his overall performance, it was one from the top drawer. He was a workhorse on the night. Just have a look at his stats. He finished with 1 tackle, 92% pass completion, 3 shots, 5 key passes, and he also hit the woodwork with one of his shots. I am really very happy with the performance that Vasquez put up. He is a player who has been disrespected in the past. He has been at the receiving end of criticism. You can say some of it was fair, but some of it was unfair. And he has been one of the players who has truly stepped up his game in the absence of Carvajal. And based on his performance this past month, I do see him staying at Madrid for maybe another year or two. Carvajal, I still think, is the undisputed starter in the right-back position. The right-wing position is going to be occupied with new arrivals next season, but I think Vasquez can be a good backup for Carvajal, and that would be one quality backup that we will be having. Odriozola has been nowhere near the first team. He was a bit unlucky as he got injured around the same time that Carvajal got injured. And in the absence of both the right-backs, Vasquez took the opportunity with both hands to leave a good impression in the past month. This might be his last season here. He may not get a contract extension, but we should be appreciative of the players like Vasquez and Nacho, who are great servants of the club. They don't demand the spotlight, they don't get the regular minutes, but whenever the team needs them, they step in and get the job done. Last but not the least, shout out to our captain Sergio Ramos. He was back, and so was the team back to winning ways in the Champions League. His presence undeniably makes us a better team, much more competitive and confident, and his leadership was another key component which led to our victory. And I don't really have many words to say how important Sergio Ramos is for the team. The team becomes completely different when Sergio Ramos is in the side. We also have to give full marks to Zidane for his contribution in the game, and as usual, we will give credit where credit is due. He was absolutely spot on with his tactics. He prepared the team well. The players showed the right attitude. They were pressing high up the pitch, making it difficult for Gladbach to play from the back. And then after getting the second goal, it was all about game management. Zidane's tactics allowed Real Madrid to be in charge of the game throughout the 90 minutes. In the process, he has also put all the rumors of him getting fired to rest. I think now the complicated phase is over for Zidane. Obviously, we still have to do decently well in the league. The match against Atletico would be important, but I don't see that match deciding the fate of Zidane. Barring a catastrophe in the league, I do see Zidane holding his job even if we don't win the league. Hence, we can start dreaming again of seeing Haaland, Mbappe and other new players that will come next summer under the tutelage of Zinedine Zidane. Moving on, now that the dust has settled and the Champions League group stage has concluded, let's have a look at the teams that have gone through to the knockout stages. As group winners, we have Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Borussia Dortmund, Juventus and PSG. And the teams that were second in the group include Atletico Madrid, Borussia Monchengladbach, Porto, Atalanta, Sevilla, Lazio, Barcelona and RB Leipzig. Now the criteria is that in the round of 16, no team can face another team from its own country, and it cannot face a team that it has already faced in the group stages. So that takes Barcelona, Atletico and Sevilla out of the picture as per the first criteria. And because we face Gladbach in the group stages, we won't be facing them in the round of 16 as well. That leaves Porto, Atalanta, Lazio and RB Leipzig as a possible opponents. We will find out who we will face in the round of 16 on Monday, the 14th of December, and then we will talk more about it in the subsequent videos. So that is all I have in this post-match analysis. It was a happy outing for Real Madrid. Now, I would like to know, what did you make of the performance of the players? How were you feeling as the things unfolded, and which player impressed you the most? Write in the comments below. I will see you soon with many more videos. Till then, take care, glory to Madrid, and as always, Hala Madrid!